Hello. Welcome to Gamer's Guide to the Galaxy, where we talk about all things gaming. And you can participate in the chat, which I believe is over there.
Yep. And as you can see, Valley Gamer, very nice to us right now. Very nice.
Kudos. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for the shout-outs. Woo. In case, all you gamers been hiding under a rock, last weekend was PAX East. And as we've mentioned previous and numerous times before, we went.
Yes, we did.
It's where we got some of this nice swag. So we're rocking the PAX East swag tonight.
Yes, we are.
And for our first topic, that is actually going to be what we're talking about. A lot of things that we saw, a lot of things that we experienced at PAX East, and what we're kind of excited for, stuff like that.
Yeah, that works.
So, I know that you met a lot of your, heroes in gaming.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
This weekend.
Yeah.
Which I met none of. We had totally different objectives in PAX.
Yes, we did.
You were like, I want to meet everybody. I'm like, I want to see cool things and experience cool things.
I did see cool things and experience cool things. I also wanted to check out the indie showcase and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was more for bigger AAA titles and stuff like that.
Yeah, I got a few indie games that I'm going to be testing out. But
also, mission accomplished. Got my face on a picture. Yeah. So, I'm somewhere in the pictures of PAX. Somewhere. I have no clue where, but I got it. So, mission accomplished. Somehow, some way, some random person in the world can look at me. My beautiful face.
You realize we do this show every week, and people can see you every week. I mean, there's...
Yeah, but now bajillions of people are trying to find my face. So, it's okay.
Are bajillions of people really trying to find your face?
Yep.
Like, really?
Yep.
Like, sure?
Oh, absolutely. I'm 100% positive. So, anyways... I was going to say, you met a lot of your YouTube fate and learned a lot of things.
Yes, I did.
A lot of really cool people.
I met some cool people. It's actually kind of fun meeting YouTubers because, like I think I said this last week. They really don't think that they're famous or anything.
Well, they're also the nicest celebrities.
They are, but it's part of it might be the fact that they really don't think they're celebrities. Their only interaction with fans is through random encounters on the street, maybe, and through their YouTube comments. So, they really don't think. So when you're like, "Oh my God, I love your videos," they're like, "Oh my God, thank you, I love you. Let's be friends forever." And then,
hey, I mean, if we can hang out with Chill and all them, I wouldn't.
Yeah, actually, this shirt right here actually spawned like a good 5-10 minute conversation with Chilled.
But while you were doing that, I was checking out a lot of the League of Legends booths. I got 2 out of the 3 because the first day I was not smart and I got there late.
Yeah, I remember you were so upset. Actually.
I was very, very upset. But I learned a lot about the gaming industry that way. A lot of what goes into it. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we told Chilled we loved his videos. His reaction was, "I'm sorry."
Yeah. But yeah, I got a lot of sneak peeks into how a lot of the things are created, how the creative process is, and it's exactly what you think it is. It's not a formula. It's well, we thought of this, it sounded cool, and then we did it.
Yeah, that was actually what I got out of the Rooster Teeth panel. It's like they were like what was it? Jordan was like, they asked him what his creative process was. He was like, I don't know, it just kind of comes to me. I was like. One day I was like, I want to be creative, and that was Rooster Teeth animated. It just
happened.
Just happens,
But what I was very surprised though is how many of these random creative sparks happen at Riot. Oh, because they release a champion every 2 weeks almost, or actually they backed off now. It's like once a month.
I really hope so. If they backed off every 2 weeks, is a lot of champions.
That's how they got to 100. Before 100, it was every 2 weeks. It was a cycle every 2 weeks.
Are they really over 100?
Yeah, they're 125.
God damn.
But so it was really fascinating to see how long some of these, projects go on in the gaming world. Like, they're talking 8, 9, a year, long, 8, 9 months to a year of just thinking, oh, we had that concept back, 6 months ago. Why don't we put it on this person and see how that works? A lot of my favorite champions, people like Nautilus, who's a big tank, currently very popular in the current meta. He was actually created on a totally different role, and then somebody gave him an anchor. They literally was just like, here's an anchor. He's a deep sea diver now. Cool. And that's how that champion was created. And that's freaking ridiculous. That's amazing. I also saw how a lot of music for League is created in these panels, which was, again, an intense, like, such an intensive amount of work. Which, to me, this just, if anybody goes to one of these cons and actually sits through these panels, there's no way that they can deny that gaming is art.
Oh, yeah.
Because
fully.
In these panels, I actually have recordings of live orchestra, a string quartet, playing songs for a video game. So that's even just one form of art already in another form of art.
Oh, yeah.
And then you know, in the content creative booth, I saw, you know, all these vivid sketches of exactly how they wanted something to do. And they're actually talking about a champion that I despise, Draven, who's a narcissistic jerk. In case you've never played League, he actually has axes that spin, and he bounces them off your face and catches them. Literally, the way that he determined his weapon is, he goes, "What's the most obnoxious thing that somebody can do to kill you?" He goes, "Throwing axes that they're juggling at you." He said, "Well, let's do it." And then some guy goes, "Hey, I know that you come up with this idea, but I couldn't just make a normal axe. I need to make these really, really weird." And he had like 14 drawings by that point, just in an hour of him just like, "Ooh, this looks really cool." And I'm like, that's amazing. That is such talent and just such high content, you know, such high quality content that they produce on almost like a minutely basis over there.
Oh yeah. Well, I feel like if you're going to work at Riot Games, you have to be somewhat creative.
Oh my goodness, the people there are, even they had a few older guys there that are like, yeah, we have to come up with stuff every day, and inspiration comes from every little place that you would think. You know, your kids say something weird, and all of a sudden that's in the game.
Yeah, I'm sure that's actually how it goes too.
Yeah. So, you know, to me that just spoke, you know, so many words about how, you know, dedicated these people are and how much, you know, much more of artists that you can relate them to. Because literally every day, you know, they just, you know, kind of just grab from an infinite pool of inspiration. You're just like, haha, throw it onto a page and it looks amazing. While I'm sitting over here like, I have an idea in my head. Okay, Mr. Stickdoodle, you're going to act this out for me today. And then no one gets what I'm talking about. So,
yeah. Mr. Stickdoodle?
Like, I can't even do that right. Like, when his arms is way over here, I'm like, I don't know how that happened.
And actually, I'm going to bring that to kind of what we do, kind of what I do with my editing, content creators of YouTube. And listening to them talk about their creative process. One said, you know, sitting down at a computer is not like, you know, you can't go like, oh, I'm going to put in an 8-hour day today. It's, no, I'm going to sit down with some energy drinks and some Doritos until this video is done. And that can take 4 hours, that could take 8 hours, that could take 16 hours. And what the heck are you saying?
Nothing. You're very good.
What?
Nothing good.
What?
I'm saying nacho cheese the entire time. You said Doritos. I'm specifically calling out nacho cheese Doritos.
I thought maybe Cooler Ranch. Actually.
No, nacho cheese.
Okay.
They have much more flavor.
So, yes. Yeah. And so, yeah, it was actually kind of interesting to hear about their creative process and all that. And,
yeah.
You know, how much work they actually put into one video. And if you ever look at, you know, your favorite YouTuber and go, why does he only put out one video every, like, 4 days? It's because he's putting, like, 25, 30 hours into a video.
And we literally do this live. So, hope you guys like it. So, another thing that I was very astounded by is the I was talking to you a little bit earlier. I wasn't surprised about the numbers. Because I've heard it before, and I've had a general visual picture in my head about what about 40 to 50,000 people look like.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here to tell you, that's wrong. Whatever you're picturing, wrong. About quintuple that.
Yeah.
That's about how many people are there.
It was extremely crowded, and especially when you walk by a very popular booth, like you go by Overwatch or the Blizzard booth.
Yeah.
You went by
Halo.
MSI booth. You go by Microsoft's booth, which Microsoft had like the biggest one too.
Yeah, but Halo, Battlefield Hardlines had a big one.
Yeah, that's all Microsoft's booth.
Oh, was it all Microsoft?
Yeah, Microsoft had Halo and Battlefield Hardline all in one booth.
They had it very segregated then.
They separated, but they were all one actual booth.
But Yeah. So there was two emotions that I felt when I saw this humongous crowd from the Sky hallways, or Skydecks, or where the hell they called them, which is a very amazing shot to see.
Yeah, it is.
It's almost, like the 14th wonder of the world now. I don't know, I went to all of 14 because there's so many 8th wonders of the world.
Yeah, you
just going to 14.
Okay, makes sense.
Anyways, it's a sense of pride almost to be part of this culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where we can say, "Hey, I did this, and I met so many people." You know what I mean? I really
so many
felt
people
at
hung out
home.
with some people just you never met before,
and yeah, some of us are jerks, and some of us you wouldn't get along with. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You had confidence to turn to somebody and just start talking.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something that I don't find a lot of places. Where I can just turn to somebody and be like, "Yeah, man, this is awesome," and just start an entire conversation with somebody out of the blue. And then the second feeling I felt was, "Oh my goodness, I have to walk through that."
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I have to walk through that, and god damn it, I'm with someone, so
yeah,
there's like a 50-50 chance we're going to be separated in about 2 seconds.
Yep.
Got to mentally and physically prepare for this. I got my food, got my water.
Yeah.
It's going to be days in there.
But, I mean, I was very happy. I wasn't as happy with my expectations and how I didn't meet them. You know what I mean? I expected a lot more things to do, like that I would be doing. But it's so much waiting in line because so many people are there.
Yeah, it's really... I mean, I didn't think about it on Friday when I was there. You know, I was like one of the first ones in.
Yeah.
How early I got there. And I didn't think about it. That I should run and, immediately get onto something.
Yeah.
And I actually did end up getting onto something. It was because I got on Final Fantasy Type 0, but Square Enix booth was the farthest from the queue hall as possible almost.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I got to that, plus everyone was immediately running to the Blizzard booth or the Halo booth. So,
yeah.
Like, you really got to be like one of the first ones in if you want to get on something and get off it.
Well, the Halo one wasn't that bad. The line went quickly.
Line went quickly.
Because it was 8 people shuffling out at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of some of these things that we're mentioning,
yeah.
One of the things that I'm obviously super pumped for is Halo.
Oh, yeah.
Me being a very big Halo fan, being able to play just the multiplayer. They only let us play the multiplayer, no story spoilers for anybody, so don't worry.
Oh, they wouldn't let you play story. Come on, we'd be sitting.
Oh,
we'd still be standing in line.
Oh, yeah.
That guy's going to finish. I thought we only got one level.
But, the multiplayer on it is new and improved. It's super smooth. I'm super pumped for it. That's actually the biggest thing that I kept on wanting to do. I was like, let's go back to the Halo 5 booth. Let's go back to the Halo 5 booth. I want to play again. I want to play again. And I haven't felt that way from a shooter for a long time. There's been a very, very long time since I felt that way about a shooter where I'm like, I want to play it. I want to get in that multiplayer. I want to start popping heads. I want to start, doing what I do.
No, it's actually... I haven't felt that way about a shooter in a while either. Master Chief Collection I was very excited for, but the matchmaking kind of threw me off, and I haven't gone back to it yet.
Actually, we should try to do that sometime.
Yeah, we should.
But,
definitely do that sometime.
Sunset Overdrive is one that not Sunset Overdrive. What is it called? Blizzard one.
Overwatch?
Overwatch, thank you. Sorry about no. Obviously, I don't know that much about it because I can't even remember its name. It looked super interesting, though.
It did.
But the lines were too long for me to get.
The lines were extremely long for that one.
That was about a 2-hour wait.
What I know of Overwatch is it's basically Blizzard's version of Team Fortress 2. Instead of having just a normal shooter where we all go in, we all just got guns. You go in kind of like, almost like the way they are set up in Evolve, where each player has their own special skill and stuff. So maybe you don't do a lot of damage, but you can heal, or maybe you can...
control the ebb and flow of battle, kind of like Sirens from Borderlands.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always say.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. So it's actually more tactical, and it's like, okay, we gotta protect the medic because the medic will keep us alive.
Yeah.
And okay, our spy is going over there. It's Team Fortress 2, spies and stuff. So.
But even from just the trailer, the trailer grabs you like crazy.
It's a Blizzard trailer. Have you ever seen Blizzard trailers?
I understand, but that's even a good trailer for a Blizzard trailer.
I know.
If you haven't seen it, Overwatch trailer, absolutely watch it. It's fantastic.
Go watch it after the show.
Yep. Or during the show. If you wanted side by side, go ahead.
Or, during the break, real quickly.
But that's a fantastic trailer. It kept my attention 100%.
Yeah, I would say that's up there with the greatest Blizzard cinematics of all time, including
Like, I was walking by and I saw a glimpse of it out of my eyes, like, whoa! And I stopped. I stopped dead in my tracks. I'm like, I gotta watch this with the other 1,400 people around it.
Yeah. Actually, I just thought of this. This is I'll explain the thought process real quickly of how I got to this. We're talking about Overwatch, Blizzard, Heroes of the Storm, MOBA, League of Legends. So go.
Yeah.
Did you notice that like every booth that was like showing off their computer hardware was hardware or accessories? It was League of Legends or StarCraft. I noticed too, but a lot of it was League of Legends. Like you walk by the HyperX booth and there's like 10 people playing League. You're like, wow.
Yep. Ironically, League isn't that hard for a computer to do.
I know. I did it on my old shitty computer.
But the reason why is League of Legends, 1, super popular. 2, 30-minute games, roughly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Super tournamentable. So you can actually have like little tournaments. And also, very, very pretty.
Yeah.
So,
of course, it really sucked for you that you just weren't crazy enough to get on the MSI one.
Listen, we're not going to talk about this.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
No. Very mad.
MSI was giving things away for playing League. If you were picked out of the crowd to play League and your team won, you got, what was it, headset that time?
Yep.
And the guy was telling people to go crazy. And Jay Gibbs' version of crazy was...
Listen, I figured if I actually got him to look me in the face, my eyes would do all the work. So I got crazy eyes.
You kept doing this too, like, look me in the face.
Exactly. Like, if he had looked me in the face, he would have known.
That guy will just get in and wreck shit.
He wants it. But from these crazy antics of mine of being within literally almost in people, how close I was trying to get to these booths and stuff, I do have the dreaded PAX box, which is why I have water today.
Yes.
So I'm sorry if I'm drinking a lot. It's to quench my completely sore mouth. But yeah, that's one of the downsides of going to PAX, is that you get PAX box sometimes because too many people.
Your sore mouth?
It's the whole thing. Like, it started as my throat, but then like the roof of my mouth is bad now. It's bad. It hurts.
Okay.
So I've been drinking a lot of water.
Just do that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, I coughed on your pillows.
I figured you did.
And
okay. So let's actually.
Food.
Yeah. Okay. God damn it. Okay. So let's actually talk about some of these games we played.
Okay.
Start with Halo 5 since that was the one you obviously played the most.
Yes. So, Halo 5 obviously takes place after Halo 4, but with Halo, sometimes you can't just assume.
Nah.
But because they do things out of order, which is fine. It's nice.
Well, the main series of Halo has always been...
Yeah, the number ones are in chronological order.
But remember, ODST takes place before Halo 3, Halo Reach takes place before Halo 1, Halo Wars takes place sometime after
We
Halo
don't
2.
talk about that one. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Anyways, so it takes place after the events of Halo 4. We've only had some trailers where he looks like a bandito.
Yeah, all the trailers I see of it, it's just him walking in a desert
with a gigantic cloak.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't even care. That looks so cool.
It looks cool, but like your suit is designed to withstand every climate that could possibly be imagined. What's the cloak for?
Emotional trauma.
He's like, I'm so upset. I'm gonna put on this ratty old cloak.
Exactly. It's for brooding. Okay, it gives him +2 brooding.
He's in a suit that gives him like he can survive in space with that suit.
Does it give him +2 brooding? No, he needs the cloak.
+2 brooding.
Anyways,
imagine that was actually a stat in MMOs. This gives me +2 brooding. Your character starts walking like this.
Hilarious. But what they've done is they've updated every single gun. Every gun is now visually different, and a lot of them actually have scopes now. So
scopes, improved sights, aiming down sight is now a thing
that you do.
It's they're going with the modern first-person shooter where it's.
I was gonna say because the assault rifle doesn't have any recoil though. Still, you can zoom down, but you don't have to. I would say that it's still.
I did notice a difference between firing from hip and firing from
Yeah, the grouping is closer.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it's still got no recoil. So if you're still good with strafing left and right with it,
oh yeah,
you're still going to destroy. Yeah. But it still feels like Halo to me.
Yeah, it does.
It definitely doesn't feel like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield or any of these modern shooters. It still definitely feels like Halo where, you know what I mean, a lot of it's still strafing left and right, which they did add finally as just a natural ability, a perk.
It kind of threw me off at first.
Which is strafing, which is just a kind of burst strafe, which is fantastic.
It really threw me off at first. I hit the B button like...
But to be totally fair though, these are things that Halo needed. These are quality of life things. Like running. Try playing Halo 3 again. Try it. It's hard.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is play Halo 5, then play Halo 3.
Oh, it's gonna... You kind of gotta get in your mind, like, back in the old days when...
Or even Halo 4, I think.
Did anyone play Halo 4 online? What's wrong with you?
It's great.
No, you go back to Reach and brood like the rest of us.
No, Halo 4 was good, dude. Halo 4 was good.
Okay. But I feel like it's gonna be better than back in the old days when I know you didn't play much other shooters besides it. When I would be like, okay, I feel like playing Halo 3 today. I play Halo 3 online, and tomorrow I'd be like, I'm thinking maybe some World at War online.
No, I played World at War. That's the last one I played.
Was the last one you played?
Yeah. That's the cutoff. Halo 3, when Halo 3 came out, that changed shooters for me. I'm like, this is how a shooter should be played.
Did you ever like go back and forth between the two
yes.
and notice the difference?
I killed myself very much on grenades. Yes.
Yes, because you try to aim down the sight in Halo and your guy's like, and you're like, oh shit.
Crap. Also, I was a person who always had sticky grenades, so literally it was like sticky. I'm like, oh goodness, what did I do?
My favorite thing to do with stickies will never change though. It's if someone's
Baby toe or nut shot?
No, if someone's got like the shotgun and they just. You see them wrecking everybody. They're always staying in like the corridors where you can't shoot at them from far range. Favorite thing ever was just to go up. I know I'm gonna die, but to get that sticky in the face.
Yep. I was
greatest thing ever.
In Halo 3, I was very, 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 very accurate with those things. I could hit a tire on a moving vehicle easily. No, like every time. Like just tire. Or my favorite thing to do was to get the outside part of their foot. Like, I've literally done that where I'm like, alright, and foot.
My favorite thing was to hit them, like, in the back and watch them run to someone else.
Yep. But, yeah, so...
Double kill.
Halo 5, though, got a lot of quality of life upgrades, is what I'm going to call them.
I think so. I think it'll bring people back to Halo.
Because a lot of things, it brings up the pace of combat, I think, which Halo is slow.
Really?
Yeah. Halo 3 is slow. The combat, once you finally meet, is fast. But it's predictable landing and predictable arcs. It's slow. You can't run. There's no second tier of speed unless you're in a vehicle.
Yeah.
So, I can predict where you're going to be in 2 seconds because I know that if you're going to continue in that direction, you're going to be here because that's the same constant speed. If I can stop and start on a run, or roll, or jump, or, you know what I mean? It throws in so many variables where I actually have to start guesstimating your probability chances. Which chances are, in that case, you're going to be in the same spot.
Yeah.
But it has a lot of different counterplay, a lot of cool mechanics. 2, it makes you sane, because for the love of God, running is important.
Yeah, once you introduce running into a first-person shooter... You feel like every first-person shooter should have it.
Well, it's only common sense. You're in a firefight, you should be running. Also, it means that now you can actually take some of the paths that before you couldn't. You know what I mean? Like, they have a lot of the old maps, which is great. I love the old maps. But there's a bunch of things where you just didn't go because that's no man's land, because you literally have to walk the Grandpa Shuffle, to the next cover.
Story Shuffle?
No.
No Story Shuffle?
It's Grandpa Shuffle.
Grandpa Shuffle.
This is way before the Story Shuffle.
Oh yeah, Story Shuffle.
But you're sitting there and you're like going, and if you don't get to that cover before that sniper gets that sniper, you're done. You're done. There's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? Because you can jump, but they're gonna follow you all the way down until you hit that ground, and then you're dead. So now where I can strafe left, strafe right. If I see somebody, which sometimes you don't see the sniper, but chances are you will. I can strafe left real quick and throw their aim off. I might not, die, but I might get hit. I might get winged, and I can take cover. Much more dynamic, much more fun gameplay.
Yeah.
Also, all the quality of life upgrades on all the guns. The scopes being on the SMG, the assault rifle, upgraded scopes for every other gun. It's fantastic. They look fantastic. I don't know if you noticed on the battle rifle one, it actually gives you the distance on the right hand side. Fantastic.
I like that a lot.
It definitely gave me a better feel of depth. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when you're shooting real far targets, you lose your sense of depth where things are in correlation to each other. Like I know I've blown up barrels thinking it's gonna kill somebody and like got out of my scope, and it didn't kill them because they were actually on a different length.
Yeah, I've actually had a different problem where I just had it in the scope and I didn't realize just how close they were getting. Just because sometimes, but especially if you switch guns real quick. Battle rifle has like a ×3 scope or something. Another gun has like a ×2 scope. Yeah. You switch from that to the battle rifle to that. You still think you're on ×3. You think they're farther away than they are.
But so it's fantastic. It plays smooth. It actually plays super smooth. That's the smoothest game I played there.
Oh yeah, that was a really smooth game.
It's innovative enough where it's something new, but it's still got the Halo feel.
Still got the Halo feel. It's still got a nice, good first-person shooter feel.
The level design is still Halo.
Oh, yeah.
Remember on the pit? Remember the room with the sword in it? Mm-hmm. Remember what you did with that when somebody got in there and camped? Nade to the slot. On the map that I played on for the second day, the arena one I was telling you about, which I will get into in a second, I watched somebody while I was waiting in line throw a sticky up through a vent slit, a slit, same slit type, over it and hit somebody on the other side that was waiting for him. And it was phenomenal. Perfectly executed. It's one of those top 10 or top 5 kills that you see on Machino that they used to do all the time. Where they're like, alright, and they follow their grenade up, and then they go like this, and he hits him like dead in the face. It's classic.
I think it was Halo 3. Remember that map that had like the grab lifts that bring you up above, and then there was like the shield? Did you ever like see someone go in that and just throw a sticky in it? And then, well, if you did it right, perfect timing, when they land, the sticky comes and lands right on them.
Nice.
It's so much fun to kill people that way.
But
because they think they're getting away.
Yeah. So they also introduced a new game type in this demo. I know that you didn't get a chance to play because you weren't there that day. It's 4 people enter, or 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves. It's elimination. So what happens is you actually start running into this place, which is an amazing way to enter anywhere. I can't do the actual animation because it's weird, especially from this position. But pretty much what happens is 4 and 4. You go in this very small arena. You start it off with an SMG. There's assault rifles, battle rifles, and grenades on the map. That's it, though. From what I could see, there's no snipers, no shotties, or rockets.
I did use the rocket launcher. New rocket launcher looks cool. What?
You would.
Dude.
Respect. The respect.
Dude, the pros use rocket launchers.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Dude, I watched the
Lies.
Halo Season 1 finals. At least I watched the Friday.
He's lying.
Oh, no, they use them like a freaking sniper rifle. They're just like, oh, you're all the way across the map. You're looking the other way, bitch. Turn around, rocket in your face.
Anyways, so it's a very cool game type. I didn't like it as much as normal Slayer, but that's because I loved Slayer though.
Well, Slayer is the classic team. It's basically team deathmatch. That's what it is.
But this offers a very fun dynamic for what I'm gonna hope is 8-player parties. Can you imagine that? Like how like the olden days where we all got together and played.
Oh yeah.
Imagine being able to communicate with people, 2 actual parties, and just being able to be like, all right, guys, left side, flank, and actually being able to do combat scenarios and stuff. It'd be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for this game to come out actually because
that's one of my most anticipated games of 2015. Probably is Halo 5.
Oh yeah, and real quick, I played the Stronghold, which is I can't remember the name of it for the Call of Duty version of it. Mm-hmm. There's 3 bases you got to capture at least 2 to score.
Yep.
And unfortunately, my team didn't seem to do very well at capturing.
Yep.
So I just got my kills, 8 and 4. Considering I didn't know the controls really well for the first.
I think my lowest was 13 and 2. I'm really good at Halo.
Yeah, Halo is. I didn't play Halo as much as you, obviously. But.
Yeah. Also, the quality of life group that I'm talking about made my groupings super small. So
I got mostly fried kills. I think I got 3 or 4 fried kills out of 8.
Although my friend Mike Jacobs, who was at the convention with me, did assassinate me. Not the normal assassination either. The full animation one on a ledge in front of everybody. Literally, I was standing there like this, and I saw like 2 of his teammates, and then 2 of my teammates. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh goodness, no. And like my arm started going off. And then he stabbed me in the chest, ripped it, and then kicked me off the platform. And my body fell to the people below.
And on that note, it's time to go to break. We'll be right back.